When news of India's potential involvement to murder Khalistani separatists emerged, it shocked Western democracies. The operations to assassinate the regime's political opponents, citizens of a foreign country on their own soil, seemed to be a step too outrageous to be believed from a so-called democratic nation. And yet, an in-depth investigation by the Washington Post has indeed uncovered deepening evidence of this plot, not just stemming from India's spy agency, the Research and Analysis Wing, but also to the very leader of India himself, Narendra Modi. The Post's lengthy report detailed the findings of in-depth interviews of intelligence agents from the UK, US and Canada, and the name of the Indian agent referred to by the US Department of Justice as CC1, who coordinated the assassinations of Nijar Panoon and several other Khalistani campaigners, has now been revealed as Vikram Yadav, an officer in RAW. In turn, Yadav's operation was approved by the RAW chief at the time, Samant Goel. Goel had been under immense pressure from his own superiors to eliminate the growing threat of Khalistan, which has seen enormous growth in recent years. And as is further reported, all RAW operations needed to be signed off by India's National Security Advisor, Ajit Doval, who in turn worked side by side with Narendra Modi on all security matters threatening his regime. Both Goel and Doval have a close relationship going back many years, and both cut their teeth battling Sikh militants in the Punjab in the 1980s and 1990s. A history that might explain their keenness to once again launch a fresh campaign of violence against today's Sikh population. And together, they share the same disrespect for the rule of law. Goel's police forces in the early 1990s were linked to more than 120 cases of alleged extrajudicial killings, forced disappearances or torture. Doval has publicly called for India to shift from defence to defensive offence against groups threatening the BJP from overseas, and this has now caused several clashes between RAW and Western domestic security services. US President Biden and UK Prime Minister Sunak have both been accused of showing weakness in the face of India's recent launch of state terrorism, in the name of trying to seduce India as an ally in the region. And even the CIA admitted Modi launched the campaign against Khalistanis on foreign soil because he knew he could get away with it. And with elections pending, Modi is keen to paint Sikhs as an enemy. The Institute for Conflict Management in New Delhi has said BJP depictions of the Sikh threat were highly exaggerated because it was useful to polarise and to keep a threat alive so the state can present itself as a guarantor of security to 80% of the country, the Hindus, who are supposedly in danger. But more concerningly for Sikhs living in the West, at a recent campaign rally in Rajasthan state, Modi told thousands of cheering supporters, "Today, even India's enemies know this is Modi, this is the new India. This new India comes into your home to kill you." You've been watching Satellite TV News. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below. Or why not drop us a direct message at message@satellitetv.com. We do like to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satellite TV News, I'm Edgar Scott in London.